Your news tips are worth money. Call in your tip at 223-6059. We'll pay you cash. This is WROI News.
.1 WROI. It's time now to take a look at your local news. The news today is brought to you by Culligan of Fulton County, 129 East 5th Street in Rochester. Call them at 574-223-2420. And by Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. For reasonable prices, experience, and excellent customer service, call them today at 574-223-6307 or on their cell at 574-727-0005. Currently sitting at negative 10 degrees under a sunny sky here in downtown Rochester. It does feel like it's negative 34 out there. We'll have a look at your full weather forecast a little bit later on in your news. With the severe cold we are experiencing, fire safety becomes even more important. Rochester Fire Chief Tom Butler was our guest on WROI and talked about the use of kerosene heaters.
Yeah, a lot of those are made for outside use. They're not really made to set up in the middle of your living room. They do have some that can be made inside, but if you do that, make sure you have a CO detector. Now is a great time to make sure your fire alarms are working as well, too. If you don't have them, come out and we get you one at the fire station, but good idea to check those on a monthly basis.
Butler went on to remind listeners how to do that.
Most of them have a little red test button, so you test the button, it should go beep, beep, beep. If it doesn't, come out and see us. We'll get you a battery or get you a new one. We have partnered with the Red Cross, and we have now 10-year lithium batteries. So you don't have to worry about the battery so much, but still have to make sure it checks.
He also said that having a plan that everyone knows ahead of time is key.
You know, when you and I were younger, if we had a house fire in our house, we had about 15 minutes to kind of react to the situation.
Okay.
Now with all the synthetics and all the materials we have in our home, you got about 3 to 5 minutes. When I do my fire prevention in October, I talk to some parents and I say, how many of you have done a fire drill at home? Because you really don't have a lot of time to plan at 2 o'clock in the morning when this thing goes off on you. And not very many plan. And I'd say, okay, now how many of you have school-aged children? And if the school didn't do a fire drill, you'd be irate. You'd be at the school board going, why aren't you doing it? But no one does it at their home. And it's a critical time because, like I said, at 2 o'clock in the morning, you don't have time to think, how am I going to get from my bedroom to my kid's bedroom and get outside in 3 minutes? It's not an easy task. So to have a plan and think about it, because your kids aren't going to wake up to the smoke detectors. They don't wake up to an alarm clock. They're probably not going to wake up teenage and below. So have a plan how to get from your bedroom to their bedroom and get out safely.
And again, that was Rochester Fire Chief Tom Butler. In statewide news, legislators are looking at possible versions of a state hate crimes law. Indiana House Speaker Brian Bosma says he wants a bill despite the protests of some conservative groups.
They listened and weren't upset about it and had some differing viewpoint, but certainly understood mine. So there'll be a lot of dialogue. My goal is still to pass a bill that gets us off the list of 5. The exact content of that will be subject to discussion here. I don't really pay too much attention as to who is on what side of the issue. I try to find what the best policy is and let the politics in that regard shake out for itself. We've had some lack of clarity from the Senate. It doesn't always make sense for both sides to go through the free-for-all of passing a version of legislation and having both versions crossover. We do that sometimes out of necessity. So we're trying to decide where to start.
Indiana is one of 5 states without a hate crimes law. We'll be back with a look at your full weather forecast after this.
You like your water clean and refreshing, right? Only Culligan has every drinking water option for you. We have 5-gallon bottles and coolers for your home or office, bottleless coolers for work, and our very efficient reverse osmosis drinking water systems for bottled quality water at your kitchen sink. We don't have a faucet or pitcher filter because with Culligan water, they're not necessary.
For better water in your home or office, call Culligan today, 574-223-2420, serving Fulton County for 70 years.
Ulrich Heating and Cooling is proud to announce their new name change. With the addition of Bob Kite, Lloyd and Sandra's grandson, they are now Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Together, they bring expert service and sales for all your heating and cooling needs. They are your local Armstrong Air representative. Armstrong Air is designed to deliver substantial durability, comfort, and energy efficiency. Call 574-223-6307 for service on any type of heating or air conditioning system. That's Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Licensed, insured, and bonded. Locally owned and operated for over 35 years.
And again, we are sitting at negative 10 degrees under a sunny sky here in downtown Rochester. That wind chill has it feeling like it's about negative 35 out there. Winnemac is at negative 9 and Wabash is at negative 11 degrees. We continue to see the possibility of some patchy blowing snow throughout the rest of the afternoon. And wind chill values will continue to stay down around negative 35 with wind gusts up around 25 miles per hour. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear. We see a low around negative 20 with wind chill values as low as negative 35. Tomorrow, we see a chance of snow after 4 p.m., a high near 5 with wind chill values down around negative 35. Tomorrow night, snow mainly after 7 p.m., 2 to 4 inches of snow is possible. We see a low around 3 with wind chill values down around negative 5. On Friday, snow likely before 7 a.m., then becoming mostly cloudy, a high near 27, a low around 21. Saturday, it'll be partly sunny. We have a high near 42, a low around 36. And on Sunday, it'll be partly sunny, a high near 51, and a low around 45. Again, negative 11 degrees in Wabash, negative 9 in Winnemac, and negative 10 here in downtown Rochester. And this has been a look at the forecast for Rochester and all of north central Indiana. And at this time, we currently have Tippecanoe Valley Schools, North Miami, Caston, Eastern Pulaski, and Rochester Community Schools all being closed for tomorrow. Caston, North Miami, and Rochester will use tomorrow as an e-learning day. Eastern Pulaski Schools will open Friday with a 2-hour delay. Webb's Family Pharmacy will be closing at 6 p.m. tonight, and Rochester Homes will be closed for tomorrow. And as that list continues to grow, we will update it on both the WROI Facebook page and WROIFM.com. The news today was brought to you by Culligan of Fulton County. Check with them for the best water using the reverse osmosis system. And by Ulrich and Kite Heating and Cooling. Find out how you can save on your fuel bills with the latest in heating and cooling products. For WROI News, I'm Paul Zartman.
Do you have the WROI News Tip of the Week? When you see or hear news happening, call 223-6059. If you have the top tip of the week, we'll pay you $10. That's 574-223-6059. 223-6059.